Hello everyone, welcome back to RC Robotics, and in today's video we're taking a look at Simple Planes VR for the Quest 2. Now, as right now we're inside the V-22 Osprey, and today we're just going to show some of the advanced controls. I've already done one video on Simple Planes already, but this is an advanced video, so today we're going to show some VTOL flight with the Osprey, how the Osprey works, how you can get it into forward flight, and then also I'll show you one of the jets, and we'll go and do in-air refueling. I'll show you how you can do in-air refueling. So, first off thing we need to do is turn on the engines for the Osprey. So, that's our engines. One of these, that's our collective. Right, battery. There we go, we want the battery on. So this right now is our throttle. So as you can see, the engines are spooling up. This is our collective down to our left. You've got our trim here, the undercarriage. This you can grab hold of, but it doesn't do anything. And obviously this is your cyclic. This button you want to be highlighted because this is your flight controller. When this isn't on, basically you're not being stabilized and it's really hard to control. So first off, let's take off from the deck of this aircraft carrier. As you can see, we're flying. Very smooth. Now we want to transition to forward flight. So let's say bye-bye to our aircraft carrier. Bye-bye, aircraft carrier. And then we want to engage this number here, number 2. That is our forward flight. But once we engage number 2, it then means these also control the vectors. So let's try engaging number 2 and pulling these back slightly so they don't go forward all the way. There we go. Slightly forward, picking up some airspeed. 240 knots. Put them all the way forward. And we are now flying forward. We can put our undercarriage up. And we'll turn towards... So we're bogging the engines down. We'll pull collective a little bit. That is something that's amazing in this sandbox game. The level of physics in the actual aircraft is amazing. Now, as you can see, I'm pushing the stick all the way over here, and it's only giving me about 35 degrees of bank, possibly 45 degrees of bank. I can't see properly, and that's because this button here is activated. So if we want to take that off, we should now have full control. Yep, see, it's giving me more bank, but you definitely want that on because the aircraft starts falling out of the sky without it. So best to keep your flight controller on because you really don't have very long wings with an Osprey. It's mainly like a VTOL thing that can fly forward. So there we go. We'll just pull our trim so we don't have to hold on the stick all the time. There we go. Wow. And then also, if you want to, you don't really want to wait all that time to get to the airport, you can push on your left controller on the stick and you can go to settings, time. Oh no, that's the daytime. We want that one. Slow motion, click it again, fast forward. As you can see, everything in the cockpit is still real time, but you're moving at 10 times the speed, so you don't have to wait all that time if you want to get to a new location, which is pretty good. And then once you start approaching your airfield, push it one more time, it says normal speed. And then we need to start reducing our airspeed because we're at 270 knots, and there's the airfield. We're going to pull up on that, pull up on down on our collective, deselect number 2, and then put back on the power. That could probably be done putting back on a separate control, so you don't have to put the power down for a second. But I'm just going to show you something that's very impressive with this Osprey also. Put our undercarriage down, reset our trim, and then we're going to pull power from the engines, and we're going to auto rotate back down to the earth. So there we go. No power going to the engines. Coming down now, 106 knots. Slow our descent speed. Make sure we keep a bit of speed on the blades. And then just before we hit the ground, we want to flare the nose and the collective. And we're down without any power. Awesome auto rotation. So that's the V-22 Osprey. We're going to go ahead and check out a jet now. Now, one of my favorite jets to do an in-air refueling is we want the newest, and then we go to jets, and there's a Boeing jumbo. Look at all these that are being added every single day. That's one of the main things about this sandbox game, because it's an online community. There's brand new planes that are being added to it every single day, and it's one of the fighters. Let's try the hottest. That one, the FC-12C. Now, one of the main reasons I love this for in-air refueling is its in-air refuel probe is right in front of the cockpit. So when you deploy your probe, it's right in front of the cockpit. So I haven't actually done an aircraft carrier landing first, or an aircraft launch. I don't know really how to do them. I think we'll take off from an airfield, because I haven't actually done an aircraft launch yet. Which one do we want to take off from? Jaeger Airport, Wright Airport. We'll go for that. It's a nice long runway. So we go to fly. And recenter ourselves by holding in the middle of the cockpit. So everything's reachable. That's fine. So we're going to go ahead and add a bit of throttle, get in the air, and we detail to the cockpit and the plane, and the physics of this particular aircraft is just fantastic. All these switches, they are all interactable, they all do something. Keeps you very, very busy inside the cockpit. So there we go, we've taken off, release our throttle a bit, landing gear up, and then we want flap, maybe a little bit of flap, pull back on the trim so we don't have to hold on the stick too much. You've got your GPS longitude and latitude, your navigation. Do we have our navigation lights on? Drag chute, canopy, flare, weapons, target mode. Seeing if we can try and find my navigation lights. Launch cockpit, previous navigation. Never mind. Oh, here we go. Mundo probe. Level assist. So let's stick our level assist on, and then we don't have to use our trim. And then we'll put our navigation lights on. And then we're going to call a tanker. So we click on this button up here, and we click the fuel button. And as you can see, a tanker gets spawned in front of us. Now, you need to watch your speed straight away, because you don't want to crash into the back of it. Now we're coming up on a nice speed there. We've got level assist on, so I'm going to go ahead and there we go. We get the probe out, and then basically you can see on the end of both of those wings there's a little basket, and we want to line that probe up obviously with the basket so we can take on some fuel. As you're approaching the aircraft, it can be very daunting, and it can be easy to lose your speed. So what I like to do is match the aircraft speed, get close to it. See, I've gone way too fast there. Pull right back on the throttle. I got caught on the tail then, did you see that? Whoa! So you want to match the aircraft speed, and then don't touch the throttle with your hand, and you want to get closer to it and get further away from it by using your thumbstick, because it's got a lot more you've got a lot more authority over, you know, how quickly the throttle moves. So there you can see I've matched the tanker speed. So now we need to get the probe near the basket. So I think I'll feel more comfortable on the left-hand side basket. Oh, that's a big tail. Now I actually know what aircraft this is supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be an Airbus A400M. Oh, basket was all over us then. And one of these actually comes over to my house once, maybe twice, 3 times a month, because I live quite close to Airbus, British Aerospace. So there's the basket. We're now attached, taking on fuel, and it only takes a few seconds for the fuel tank to go completely full. So there you can see our fuel tanks are completely full. Take another good look. Salute our friends for thank you for giving us the fuel, and then you can just detach from the basket and fly away. And there's your fuel probe in, and the dynamics, and look at the textures of those water. That water looks absolutely fantastic. So yeah, thank you very much for joining us here at RC Robotics. I hope you'll enjoy this video, just showing you some of the advanced aircraft and some of the advanced settings on Simple Planes VR. If you do like this content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's just up there in the left hand corner. And if you'd like to see any more of my content, I'll pop one video here and another just down here. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye bye.